Welcome back to our channel, Living on the Ohio River. I'm Kara Hinshaw from Key Associates.
And I'm Jordan Potter with Key Associates.
And if you're new to our channel, make sure you tap that subscribe button. We're doing videos once a week, every week. So we are always doing fun stuff. We are local realtors. As much as we love to do these videos, we do love to sell real estate. So call, text, email us, do whatever you got. We got your back. But today we're gonna do something fun. We're gonna have a little bit of a debate, aren't we?
We'll see how much of a debate it really
I'm gonna win.
We'll see.
Okay, so here is the debate. What are we debating?
So we're debating Henderson, Kentucky in general versus Owensboro, Kentucky in general.
I'm representing Owensboro.
And I'm representing Henderson.
So we're gonna battle it out. So we're gonna talk first about music because they both claim to be bluegrass
Like
people.
bluegrass and blues, yeah.
Yeah. So bluegrass. Who is the better town for bluegrass?
So, I mean, Henderson's got the Bluegrass Festival. So, I mean, we've got people that come all around just for that festival. It's a party. I tell you what, they take up a huge amount of space over by the riverfront. Food trucks come in. It's a whole big event. It's a great time. So.
And we don't. We got something too.
Yeah.
You know what else we have at Trumpshot? We got the museum.
Yeah, but
the museum is not in Henderson.
Yeah, museum's not in Henderson.
And the tag, the like #1 bluegrass town in the country, that's us. It's on our buildings.
That's
I
true.
win.
I'll allow it.
They're both good, but I'm gonna take the hit for this one. I win. Music check for Owensboro. Okay, cost of living. That's on our little debate here.
Okay. You want to go ahead and try to win this before
He wins. I mean, okay. If we talk housing,
sure.
he's gonna win.
Because
yes.
that's where we're at. Yeah.
Housing is what we know, and yes, I mean, it's not horribly different. I mean,
No. A lot of it is very, very similar.
Yeah. We're kind of even, Steven, but I would say you're probably a little, lower than maybe 5-10%, maybe 5% lower. I mean, not like crazy, but he's gonna win. Henderson gets the
A win's a win.
We didn't have to do much debate there. Numbers are numbers, right? Like, it is what it is.
The math checks out.
And I mean, groceries and everything else I think would balance out very similar to everything
Yeah,
else.
things along those
We're
lines
just
are
really
good.
talking housing mainly.
Yeah.
So the average price, I would say roughly in Owensboro, 190 and about, 190, 200, you're
Yeah, 170, 180.
180, yeah, just a little different.
Between one side and the other, yeah. Yeah, so
So-
we're not terribly far off.
He gets
from that,
one.
But I do win, and that's all that matters.
So we got food. So
We did.
Food battle, here we come.
So now we get to discuss food, yeah.
This is gonna be a battle.
This one's gonna be a fight, yeah.
So what's your battle?
So
what's your fight?
So here, I'll give Owensboro 1 point, just out the gate.
Oh, he's gonna give me a
I'll
point.
give you a point. Still not gonna win, but yeah, I'll give you a point.
What's your point?
So Owensboro has more options.
Okay.
In general, chain and non, just because there's a lot. You have much bigger space, you have more place
That's
to
fair.
put stuff. But the quality of if you're taking the total quality of food between the two on both sides, I'm gonna give it to Henderson.
And why is that?
So, while Owensboro has more options, it has a massive amount more franchise options.
Yes, but I actually think it has a great, what I call local flair. Like, it's the local chefs. You got the
It has some good
Miller
ones.
House. You got the famous Bistro. You got, what else am I thinking? There's all kinds of things. Colby's. We got all kinds of things that are like very local.
Yeah.
And we have the Cupola, which is a private
The
dinner
Cupola
club. Do you have that?
I'm sure
Since
there's a
you said
club.
it's so
I'm sure there's a
local.
club here somewhere. I don't know how off the top of my head where it is. But I mean, just from Talkaholics, where we are now.
Oh yeah, we are in Henderson doing this video. And these do look good. Here, I will give him the benefit. Here, point 2. These do. There we go.
You're welcome. But between
Actually, I can say that this might be there because I don't really know a lot of places over there Mexican that I like. So
but
check
yeah,
for Mexican.
between Talkaholics to Homer's Barbecue and Thompson's Barbecue, to Hometown Roots, just all of the small family-owned restaurants that are
I
in
would agree with
Henderson
that.
are just they're
You don't
amazing.
have the chains as much.
Yeah,
you have to go to
tough.
Evansville to get the chains,
Yeah.
really.
Well, you can
Just
hit the
hop over.
Strip in Henderson, and you can hit a bunch
Yeah.
of chain restaurants there. But
Well,
even
that's kind
then,
of like Owensboro. You just go like Frederick and you get the chain.
yeah.
Okay, we're even. We're gonna put it even on
Okay.
this. Neither one of us are gonna win, even though I got the private club.
Club. Get out of here with your
Here we go,
club.
even.
Even. So one thing to point out about Henderson, at least as far as living here goes, is it is much more quaint than Owensboro.
I would agree with that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's smaller. It has that little more country rural feel. Easier to get around. Not so much traffic at times,
Yes.
especially if you're not near Frederick.
Let's say especially Frederick Street. Yeah.
I mean, Owensboro's quaint too if you're comparing it to like Evansville. But
Yes.
like if we're comparing these two, it's
Yeah.
definitely less busy, slower pace.
yes. If
If
things
you can
slow
get
down,
any slower.
it gets.
We are Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Just joking.
It's slower. It's quieter. More
Yeah.
people know each other, so at very least, you're feel a little bit more connected to your community.
Check. Yes, I swear. Okay, we are on the Ohio River.
Yes.
So, who has the better riverfront? I'm just gonna say we win.
So, yeah.
We have the
I'll
best
to give that
riverfront, in my opinion, across the Ohio River.
I'll have to give
I'm
Owensboro
gonna
the
say that.
riverfront.
Do you
Yeah.
agree?
Yeah, it's
I mean,
nice.
we got Louisville, we got, you got all kinds of cities. You got Henderson, you got Evansville, you got all the way down.
Yep.
Leavenworth, I mean, you go all the way to Ohio River. Owensboro, I think, has it.
Owensboro's, yeah, very, very good.
So nobody's gonna win there.
They
They did a good job.
they did a very good job. They put a lot of focus into that riverfront, and it's turned
And
out
a lot of
well.
money.
Yes, a lot of money.
But it's just everything is so centered around. It's beautiful. It's right there by the bridge. It's
Yeah, and warmer weather. You've got Friday after 5.
Yeah.
Every Friday, there's
They-
just food trucks and people
and then
and events.
and it really feeds really well back into the main downtown.
Yes.
Whereas like Evansville, for example, talking about riverfronts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not to say the riverfront's bad, but it's
No.
just not connected as well to the town.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, it's somewhere you can go, you can walk, you can enjoy. But compared to Owensboro, the riverfront is a place to do things,
Yes. So.
as opposed to just go and look around.
But Henderson's nice. Let's talk about Henderson.
Henderson's
It is not
nice.
bad.
It's not bad. You've got a park connected to it as well, so that way you can still spend time with kids and whatnot. Tennis
Family.
courts, family in general.
Restaurants are kind of close to it. I mean,
Yeah,
you
there's
can walk
several-
in. Better
several-
than Evansville.
Yeah, there's several
Yeah.
just not a block away if that far. You've got, of course, the dual boat ramps, so that way if you are any type of boater, you can get into and out of the river
The river
fairly
boats
easily.
come in here, which is a plus, more
Yeah.
so than Owensboro.
Yep. So yeah, there's some positives
They're
to
both good, but I have to say Owensboro wins just for the events and just all over general what they've done with it.
it. Yeah, I would
But
agree with
Henderson
that.
has a nice one too.
Yeah.
Shopping, amenities
Just in general.
in general.
Ooh.
And this might be a little different because, well, you go. I'm gonna let you do your own fight, and then I might help you with
Dang
the
it,
fight.
I was hoping you'd start
I
it
might
off.
help the fight. So I'm gonna go with Owensboro first. I love Owensboro because they have a lot of like, you got your Sam. I mean, we're talking shopping in a minute. You got your Target, you got your TJ Maxx, you got what most people at the Walmarts and Targets, what everybody's looking for.
Yep.
They do have a mall. It's very smaller, but
Yep.
but it's not so crowded like compared to Evansville or
Yeah.
bigger towns. I feel like you can get in, get out. You're not just like,
Yeah.
am I gonna kill someone trying to check out? I just like the feel of Owensboro's, what's the crowdedness versus the amenities. You
Yeah,
still
yeah.
have availability of a lot of options,
Yep.
but not so crowded. Now, the one other downfall maybe is that you don't have a lot, like maybe the Sam's or the TJ Maxx doesn't have as much stuff in it
Yeah.
as you would be in a bigger town.
Yeah.
That's my plus. What's
Yeah,
yours?
it's a good plus. It's a very good plus. Henderson, I'm going to go back to the small shop thing.
Well, we have some too.
Yeah, but I mean,
But you guys do have a better. You have more. You really
yes,
seem to have more.
yeah,
I agree with
a lot more small business, like family owned or single owned. It's not just constant chain stores everywhere. Now, sure, we don't have a Sam's Club or thing like that, but we do have a Walmart. So we still have groceries and whatnot and then all those types of things. But especially when you get back to downtown,
It could be because you're
feels-
closer to Evansville, don't you think? Because you can jump
Yeah.
over that bridge, and
Yeah.
I'm giving him a plus.
Yeah, in all fairness. So, if we want to look at it that way, I guess
I mean,
it can
seriously,
be a
because
plus both ways because we're about 30 minutes for heavy shopping in Evansville,
Yeah.
20 to 30 minutes from heavy shopping. Then we're also 30 minutes from shopping in Owensboro.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're in a good center point. We can get to wherever
You're
we
middle
need to.
ground.
Yep. Just a little bit more drive time.
So there's pluses to actually both.
Yes.
Not say one's better than the other. Just depends on what you're looking for, where you want to be, and yeah,
What you're in the mood for.
yeah. I don't know, tie. I think finally, jobs. We're gonna talk about jobs. Jobs is a little hard here, a little bit.
Yep.
They're probably very similar, a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, they're very similar. I think Henderson, there's going to be a lot more commuting to get to where you're wanting to go, but that also comes with the whole idea of living in a quieter place. You have to drive a little bit to get to work, but when you come home, it's a little less hustle and bustle, so you can enjoy the peacefulness. But as far as local work goes, yeah, Owensboro has probably got me there.
Yeah, I would say Owensboro. I mean, I'm not saying Owensboro people don't commute. You're commuting over
No.
to the river, Spencer, Indiana side, into Evansville, as well as even like Spencer, Perry, all those areas right across the river. But I do think there's a lot more sitting in the town of Owensboro, manufacturing, industrial, that kind of thing. That is definitely more jobs right sitting there for people to be a part. You know, the healthcare is actually getting bigger there too, though. So,
That's true.
So I mean, healthcare and baking is really big there too. So it's not all manufacturing. It's just you got a little bit of a mix. But I would say Owensboro has more sitting in its town to work at than commuting away, which I'm sure there's people that do commute out too.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So Owensboro wins. You vote who wins. I don't know. He win. Did I win? More importantly, did you learn anything, right?
Yes.
Hopefully you can make a decision if you're looking between the two Kentucky river towns.
Yep.
That would be Henderson or Owensboro. We do have your back if you're looking to relocate, so call, text, email us, and we will help you with your Kentucky living. And until next time, right?
Yep. See you then.